Hello, CrossFit Humanity Coach Stephanie here. It is June 2nd, Tuesday at 12 o'clock. Welcome to your yoga practice today. So for our Tuesday yoga practice, it's going to be very similar to what we've seen previously on Thursdays, where we're going to bring out the foam roller and kind of do a combination of foam rolling and stretching. And what you'll notice is that the foam rolling first actually helps increase your ability, like flexibility. And so then you stretch and then you're actually able to stretch a little bit more. So it's a nice way to improve flexibility in a way that's passive and also really relaxing and helpful. For today, given kind of the state of the world and the heaviness that we're all feeling, the flow is going to focus mostly on what we call in the yoga practice heart openers. So in practice, that means we're going to focus on opening up the chest, making sure that we have good posture. That's also going to be a nice recovery from the sitting and kind of being on the computer or phone or whatnot. We're also going to tackle hip flexors. Hip flexors are also part of the kind of heart opener family as they kind of open the front side. So we're going to tackle those two areas today. We're going to breathe. We're going to move. We're just going to be here. If you can hear the craziness outside, hopefully it'll go away in a little bit. But we're here together, so we're going to breathe, we're going to move, we're going to flow, and hopefully by the end you may feel a little better. So let's go ahead and take a seat on the mat, and we'll sit just kind of with our shins crossed in a comfortable position. We'll start there. So once you get into your comfortable seat, if you're unable to sit up really tall here for whatever reason, you can stick a little bolster or a pillow underneath you. That will allow you to sit up a little taller, which is what we're looking for. So bring the hands onto the knees, with the shoulders just roll down the back, close the eyes, sit up tall, and breathe. So start breathing in and out through the nose. To breathe, find that expansive inhale and the softness on the exhale. Inhale to expand, and exhale to release. Inhale from the pit of the belly, all the way up to the top of the head. And exhaling from the top of the head, all the way down to the head of the head. And we'll start to just kind of continue breathing this way, but find that nice kind of undulating flow where we're expanding and then we're relaxing. I want you to take your right hand and bring it to your belly. The left hand in the center of the chest. And on the inhale, I want you to feel that expansion as your belly presses into your right palm and the upper chest presses into your left. And then on the exhale, feel everything relax back. Inhale, expand. Exhale, release. One more inhale through the nose. Exhale through the nose. Releasing the hands back down. Just a couple more cycles here. We're trying to create a little bubble of focus, if you will. Hopefully the loud noises start to subside, but the breath is going to keep your focus right on the mat here. So everything that happens here right now is what I want you to focus on. Once you leave the mat, once you're off for the rest of the day, there's so many things right now to grab your attention. Let's do something for you and just be here in this moment. Feel what the body is feeling. Feel how the breath feels. Feel what the mind is doing. Just spend some time here. trying to center kind of everything. All right, keeping the breath flowing through the nose. On your next inhale, let's come to the hands and knees. A couple rounds of cat-cow here. So hands under the shoulders, knees under the hips. Inhale, drop the belly, lift the chest. Exhale, round, press the palms, draw the chin in. Inhale, drop the belly and lift the chest. Exhale, round. One more cycle. Inhale, belly drops. Try to open up the chest and keep those shoulders away from the hips. And then exhale to round. Inhale, finding a neutral position with the spine. Keep the hips stacked over the knees. Inhale, walk the hands out in front for puppy. Once your hands are as far as up as they can go, press your palms down. Exhale, drop your chest to the floor. We're looking to open up the armpits here. Find a little stretch through the lats. Inhale to come back to the hands and knees. And then exhale, tuck the toes. Just go right into downward facing dog. So a few breaths here just to pedal out the feet. Bend one knee, draw the opposite heel down. Let's just go back and forth. You can also sway the hips side to side. Just move around. Notice any kinks that you feel. Any spots that might be clicking or popping. As long as there's no pain, you should be good. All right. Find your still downward facing dog. So hands or shoulders distance. Take your triceps and roll them to point towards the toes. At the same time, you're pressing your chest back towards those heels as you lift the hips up. All right, on your inhale, let's shift forward to plank. Bring the knees down into the count of 5 with the elbows close to the ribs. We'll lower to the belly. Exhale, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All the way down. Extend your right arm out to the right on your exhale. Bring your left foot up and over to meet those fingertips. We've got a little cactus stretch here. So drop that head down. Just trying to open up the chest, front of the shoulders. Inhale, back to your belly. Switch sides. Exhale, right toes up and over. Inhale, back to the belly. And then let's bring those hands back underneath the elbows, close to the side ribs. We're going for a little cobra here. So on your inhale, roll the shoulders down the back, elbows hug in, lift the chest. And then exhale, release. We're going to come up a little bit higher this time. Pressing through the palms, inhale, lift. And then exhale, release. Going back into that same position. Inhale, press the palms, lift. And exhale, release. Now going into full upward facing dog if you're ready. Inhale, press the palms, straighten the arms, open the chest. If you want to go full version, you can always straighten those knees, pressing into the tops of the feet. I usually like the more relaxed upward facing dog. And then on your exhale, tuck your toes, downward. Breathing through the nose here. Inhale, shift forward to plank. Bring those knees down. Exhale, lower to the belly. Roll the shoulders down the back. Inhale, cobra, up dog. You decide. And exhale, down dog. This time, inhale, look forward. Exhale, bend the knees, and let's just send the feet to the top of your neck. Feet come together, hands on the shins. Inhale, lift the chest, flat back. Exhale, fold. And then inhale, rise all the way up. Arms overhead. And exhale, let's dive it down. Hands on the shins. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, fold planted hands. We'll step to plank and hold. We're going to come into wild thing from here. So keeping those arms really strong and active, you're going to roll onto the outer edge of your right foot and then take your left foot and place it behind you. Toes are on the floor. Next, inhale, lift the hips. Reach that left arm up and over. And we're opening the chest, we're lifting the hips. Breathe. Inhale to come back to plank. Exhale here. And then next inhale, second side. Rolling onto the outer edge of the left foot. Place the right toes behind you on the mat. Lift the hips. Right arm up and over. Open up the chest. Inhale. Come back to plank. You can do the next flow on the knees or keeping your knees off the floor. Here we go. Exhale, lower to the belly. Inhale, cobra up dog. And then exhale, downward facing. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, bend the knees and let's send the feet top of the mat. Feet together, hands on the shins. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise all the way up. Arms overhead. And exhale, dive it down. Hands on the shins. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, full plant the hands. Step plank. Lower down to the belly, elbows in. Inhale, cobra up dog. Exhale. Inhale, lift the right leg up. Bend your right knee and open your hips. Send that right knee to the ceiling as you draw your left heel down. Roll the ankles. Square the hips. Inhale, extend your right leg. And exhale, set that right foot forward between the hands. Bring your back knee down. Inhale, arms come up. All right, so first thing, let's bring those hands to the hips. We're just going to focus on the hip flexor right now. So just let those hips soften down towards the floor. Your balance is in this front foot. So really find some good grounding through the entire foot so that the front of your left hip can kind of release and your hips can sink a little bit further down. All right, from here, you're going to grab your left wrist. Inhale to lift and extend overhead. Exhale, lean up and over to the right. Keep letting those hips soften. Inhale, reach the arms up. And then exhale, hands come down. Let's straighten out the front leg. Half split. So here, toes turn up towards the ceiling. Take the tailbone and we'll reach it back. So we're getting really long, just like that halfway lift. Breathe. Inhale, rebend the front knee. And exhale, step to plank. Let's inhale here. Exhale, lower to the belly. Inhale, cobra up dog. Exhale, down dog. Second side. Inhale, left leg lifts. Bend the knee, open the hip. Send the left knee up as you drive the heel down. Square the hips. Inhale, extend the left leg. And exhale, step that left foot forward between the hands. Bring your back knee down. Inhale, turn those arms up. All right, let's release the hands to the hips. And again, we're trying to soften the front of the hip. So drive down on the front foot. So you've got some nice balance. So the front, like the hip flexors, don't have to assist in balance. They can release so you can drop those hips closer to the floor. And grabbing your right wrist. Inhale, extend those arms overhead. And exhale, lean to the left. And as you lean up and over to the left, you should feel that stretch travel up the side body, which is what we want. Inhale, reach the arms up. And then exhale, hands down, half split. Hip shift back. Toes point up, tailbone extends behind you. On your inhale, let's rebend the front knee. Exhale to plank. Inhale here. Exhale, lower to the belly, elbows in. Inhale, cobra up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, lift the right leg. Exhale, step the right foot forward between the hands, back knee down. Inhale, arms come up once again. Okay, this time, you're going to cactus the arms. You're going to bend the elbows. They line up with the shoulders. On your inhale, squeeze those shoulder blades together and pull those forearms back. And then lift the chest up and away from your hips. If you want a little bit more, you can always interlace those fingers behind you and then extend those arms as you lift the chest up. Breathe. Try to create space. Release the hands, arms up. Exhale, hands down. Tuck your back toes. Straighten both legs, coming into pyramid. So hop the back foot up a little bit. And widen the stance for a better base of support. Take your right hip, scoop it in, and then just fold. Soften what you can. Breathe. Focus the attention on the breath, how the stretch feels, the sensation. Keep honing your attention inward. Right, on your inhale, stepped plank. Lower down to the belly. Inhale, cobra up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, step it forward between the hands, back and down. Inhale, arms reach up. Again, we're letting those hips just sink towards the mat. Bending the arms, coming into cactus. Go ahead and squeeze those shoulder blades together. Pull the forearms back to open up the chest. And then inhale, keep lifting the chest up and away from the hips. If we have the space, you can interlace those fingers behind the back, extend. And let those hands kind of fall down the back of the right leg as you keep lifting the chest up. Release the hands, inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, hands down, straighten both legs, pyramid. Back foot hops up a little bit, widen your base, left hip scoots in. And then we just let the torso hang. So from here on your inhale, we're going to step your feet to the top of the mat this time. Hands on the shins. Inhale, lift up halfway, flatten out the spine. Exhale, fold. Inhale, stand all the way up. Arms reaching overhead. And exhale, let's dive it down. Hands on the shins. Inhale, lift. Exhale, fold. Plant the hands. Just go to downward facing dog. Right. Continuing on, inhale, right leg lifts. Exhale, step the right foot forward between the hands. Bring the hips down low. Lift the chest up. And then riding the inhale, bringing the arms overhead into our high lunge. And trying to pull those ribs in and down just a little bit in this position. That might also intensify the stretch in the back leg. Now let's go ahead and bring those hands down, hands to the hips if that's a comfortable place for you to put them. Bend the knee, the back knee. Okay, so now both knees are bent. Okay? And the goal of bending your back knee is so then to be able to take your tailbone and really curl it down towards the floor. And when you do that, it's going to elongate everything through the left hip flexors. Inhale to bring those arms back up, and now re-straighten the back leg. Now, either interlace your fingers behind your back or back into that cactus position. On your inhale, shoulder blades squeeze together, pull the forearms back, lift the chest. Try to sink a little lower into the lunge. Breathe. Release the hands, inhale, arms up. Exhale, hands down, step to plank. Lower to the belly. Inhale, cobra up dog. Exhale, down up. One more time, second side. Inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, bring the left foot forward. Hips low. Lift the chest. And on your next inhale, riding the wave up to our overhead position. Let's pull those front ribs down for just a moment. Release the hands to the hips. Bend your back knee and take your tailbone. Try to curl it down towards the floor. Right side. Bringing your arms back up, re-extend your back leg. From here, you can either interlace your hands behind your back or come into that cactus. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Inhale, start lifting the chest as you're sinking your hips a little lower into the lunge. Reach the arms up, inhale. Exhale, hands down, step to plank. Lower down to the belly. Inhale, cobra up dog. Exhale, down dog. All right. From here, let's go ahead and bring yourself down to your hands and knees. All right. We're going to go thread the needle first, and then we're going to get into another, what we call heart opener. Inhale, right arm out. Exhale, thread the right arm through. Drop down to the shoulder. Pressing into the left palm. Turn the torso up. And breathe. Inhale, back to the hands and knees. Reach the left arm out. And exhale, thread it through the other side, dropping down to the left shoulder. Press firmly into the right palm and twist. Inhale, back to the hands and knees. All right, next up, so we're going to come into another heart opener. You have all the pieces that you need for this. So on your inhale, you're going to extend your right arm and your left leg. Hold core in right now for your balance. Should be nice pressure in that left palm and into the right shin and knee so that you feel pretty balanced here. Now bending your left knee, grab the top of the foot with the right hand. Inhale, push the foot into the hand as you lift the leg up. At the same time, you're squaring your shoulders forward and lifting the chest up. Hold here, breathe. Inhale, extend your right arm and left leg back. And exhale, hands and knees. Second side. Inhale, extend your right leg, left arm. Bend the knee, grab the top of the right foot. Press the foot back in the hand as you lift the chest. Inhale, extend your right arm, left arm, right leg back. And then exhale, tabletop position. And from here, next exhale, tuck your toes, send yourself back to downward facing dog. Next inhale, lock the hands to the back of the mat. Soft bend in the knees, grab opposite elbows, and let's hang. And sway the torso side to side. Trying to take any tension out of the neck, out of the shoulders. Releasing the hands, inhale, walk them back out. Downward facing dog. Inhale, lift the right leg. Exhale, send the right foot to the outside of the right hand. Bring the back knee down on top of the back toes. From here again, we're softening those hips to the floor. But now we're going to open up, so let that right knee fall over to the right a bit. Stay, we'll drop down to the forearms. Inhale, onto the hands. We're going to come into pigeon. You're going to shimmy the right foot all the way over to the left. And let this right knee drop. Scoot the left leg back a little bit. We're going to start with a little part of it here. So bring the fingertips to the mat right on either side of your foot. And on your inhale, sit up tall. Try to lift the chest up and back. Next exhale, go ahead and fold. So find a comfortable position, or as comfortable as it can be. You can make fists, forehead on those fists as a little ledge or pillow. Forehead can go all the way to the floor. If you're just supporting yourself with your forearms, try to keep the shoulders soft. All right, inhale, onto the hands. Let's go back, downward facing dog. And when you get there, just kind of wiggle your hips out a little bit. And we'll go ahead and go to the second side. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale, left foot to the outside of the left hand. Right knee comes down. All right, so let's open up. Let the knee fall over to the left. And then if you've got the space, come on down to the forearms, or just stay on those palms and enjoy whatever sensation that you're getting out of this stretch. Inhale, coming onto the hands. Let's shimmy the left foot over to the right for pigeon. Draw that left knee down, scoot the hips back. Before we fold, let's get into that. Before we fold, hard open our hands, our fingertips to the floor. Inhale, lift chest. We're gonna go up, up, up. And exhale, fold. Inhale, come back onto the hands, and let's step back to downward facing dog. Just wiggle it out a little bit. On your exhale, bring the knees down, swing the feet around. Let's go ahead and extend those legs out in front. So sitting up tall here, point those toes up towards the ceiling. Inhale, arms up. Then exhale, let's reach for the toes. I want you to send the chest forward and down so that we get really long through both the kind of the spine, and then that length is translated into the hamstrings. So we get a little more stretch. Inhale, bring your torso back up. And keep the legs straight. Place those hands behind you. And go ahead and point the toes, or we're just really going to put some pressure into the heels. Okay. Put those hands behind you. And your inhale, straighten the arms. Open the chest. Let's first find our kind of lift through the sternum and up. All right, and then driving some pressure down into the heels. Squeeze your butt and lift from first plank. Exhale, bring the hips back down. Squeeze those shoulder blades together, straighten the arms. Inhale, lift, squeeze. And exhale down. One more. Open chest, straighten the arms. Inhale, lift. Exhale, release. Good. Let's go ahead and place those feet flat on the mat. To the count of 5, we'll lower all the way down. Arms out in front. Exhale, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And all the way down. All right, coming into bridge here, and then we'll find some stretches just on our back here. So bring your feet flat onto the mat, about hips distance, and close enough that you can touch the heels with the middle fingers. From here, you're going to lift your hips just slightly, and you're going to start to shimmy your shoulder blades as close together as you can comfortably get them, and then bring your hips back down. So if you can already feel this position with the arms along the waist on the floor, there's more of a curve in your lower back than there would be, and that's what we're looking for. Your shoulder blades are together, so your chest is open, and it's naturally going to increase the curve in the lower back. Okay? And pressing those shoulder blades into the mat. Next, inhale, lift the hips, squeeze. Okay? Should feel some nice downward pressure into the heels like we would in our glute bridges, because this is essentially a glute bridge. Then exhale, bring yourself back down. Let's do that again. Inhale, lift the hips. Make sure the shoulder blades are away from the ears. They're close together. And exhale, release. All right, this last one, we're going to come up. We're going to hold a little longer. If you can interlace your fingers underneath you, go for that. So next, inhale, lift. And if you've got that, try to grab those hands. Bring the palms together. Press firmly through the entire arm. Keep it lifting the hips. Breathing here. All right, go ahead and release the arms. Let the shoulder blades kind of find a natural position and bring those hips to the floor. Let the feet go out as wide as the mat, and knees will then fall in. Grab the 2 here. Next inhale, let's draw the knees into the chest. Squeeze. Now extend your left leg onto the mat, right knee into your chest. And on your exhale, right knee falls up and over to the left. You can scoot your hips over to the right a little bit. Because essentially we want to be on the outer edge of the left hip to get into a really good spinal twist. Let the right shoulder fall to the floor. Inhale, lower your right leg back to center. Square those hips again. Keep the left leg extended. Interlace the hands on the back of the right thigh and straighten the leg. Now, one reason we also focus a lot on hamstrings when we do movements like heart openers or just things that stretch the hips and the chest in this way, because the hamstrings do a lot and they are connected to everything, like everything else is. So we don't want to overstretch one area over the other. We want to make sure everything's balanced. And on your exhale, let's go ahead and release. Extend your right leg now onto the floor. Bring your left knee into your chest. You can scoot back the hips over to the left a little bit. And then now let your knee fall to the right. As you extend your left arm out, let the shoulder drop. You just want to feel heavy here. Inhale, bring left knee back through center. Square those hips. Keep the right knee on the leg on the floor. Grab the back of the left thigh and extend. Just a little hammy stretch here. On your exhale, go ahead and move the left knee. Rebend, hug both knees into the chest. Give it a squeeze. Deep inhale through the nose. Open the mouth side out. Extend both legs onto the mat. We're going to end here in what's called Shavasana, our final resting pose. Once you take your right hand to your belly, the left hand to the chest. Get those shoulder blades a little bit more away from the ears and underneath you, just like we did for that bridge, good bridge pose. So that we can still feel a little bit more of that open chest position as we breathe. Think about inhaling and exhaling. We just lay here. But inhale creates space. Creates space in the body, creates space in the lungs, creates space in your mind, creates space in your heart, wherever it is. Creates space so that on the exhale, you can use that space to find more openness, to relax, to let go, whatever it is. Settling here for a few more moments, just breathing and being. Stay here for as long as you need. If you're ready, you can start to wiggle the toes. And then on that next exhale, bend the knees and just roll over to the right side. And then come up to a comfortable seat. Back into that tall seated position. Hands on the knees. Let those shoulders soften away from the ears. Let's take one more big inhale all together. Open the mouth, let it go. Gently opening the eyes. Thank you, those of you joining me today. Those of you watching later. I hope that this practice gave you, a little bit of peace, a little bit of space, a little bit of calm in a moment in time that maybe doesn't feel like that. I'll be here back on Thursday. We're going to get the foam roller out. I will make sure you guys have what you need for it. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Stay safe, take care of yourself, and we'll see you soon. Thanks, guys.